morning from the beautiful city of Kochi. Behind me, you have the beautiful Kochi Marina. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the facelift of the new Tata Punch. It's not a new car exactly, it's only about 2 years old. There have been subtle design changes, no more connected headlights. So, one fewer car with a tube light in front. I'm not a big fan of connected headlights, as you can hear. But the big change is the fact that this car now has a slightly improved motor and a bigger battery pack of 40 kilowatts. What does that mean? We'll just find out. Now, states like Kerala have had a very high level of electric vehicle adoption. Everywhere I look down here in Marine Drive in Kochi, I can see green number plates. And one major reason for that is not just state government policy, and the Kerala government has to be praised for their policies promoting electric vehicles. The state electricity board has put up chargers of their own across the state, but also the high level of urbanization in Kerala. So all the way from Kannur in the north to Thiruvananthapuram in the south, Kerala is urbanized. There's a very high density of chargers, and because of this high level of urbanization in the state, distances on the whole are fairly short. Nobody's driving for more than 100 kilometers a day. Even if you're going from, say, Kozhikode to Kochi, you're not driving long distances. But in many other parts of the country, you want to drive longer distances. I live in Delhi, for example, and even a mid-range trip for me is Delhi-Agra, Delhi-Jaipur or Delhi-Chandigarh. All these journeys are around 250 kilometers. And on affordable electric vehicles, and all these affordable electric vehicles until now have been made by Tata Motors, the fact is that a range of about 250 kilometers is cutting it to fine. You don't want to reach your destination with just, 10% of charge left. You want to have a little more than that, right? And that is what Tata Motors hopes to address with this new Punch.EV, because they know the human psychology. You don't want to reach your destination running on reserve fuel. You want to have a bit more for contingencies. So you want to reach your destination in Jaipur, in Chandigarh, in Agra with 20% charge, even if you know your destination has a charging point. And the 40 kilowatt-hour battery on this Tata Punch.EV is available at a price starting at just 10.89 lakhs ex-showroom, and with some states giving benefits to EV owners such as no road tax or registration charges. That's fantastic, right? So that's what Tata Motors hopes to achieve. And you know what? The 40 kilowatt-hour battery pack is only a 60,000 rupee premium over the 30 kilowatt-hour battery pack on the Smart Plus variant. That is less than the price of a top-end smartphone. Now I can carry on a little bit more about how this car is to drive. Yes, it's actually nicer than the Punch Ice because, you've got a 0 to 100 speed of only about 9.5 odd seconds. The Ice variant, takes almost 13 seconds to go up from 0 to 100. But that's not the point. This is a commuter car. It's got a decent audio system. You've got a digital display here, a big digital display here. It's a nice car, but it is a nice car with enough range. So you can do these mid-haul trips. And when you're doing a long distance road trip, like, I travel to Kanpur a bit from Delhi. That's 500 kilometers door to door for me. I will make a stop. And this car, because it can charge at 1.5C, you can get from 20% to 80% in under half an hour. So you can do a top up while you're having a coffee and, a pizza. Brilliant. So the Tata Motors Punch.EV might bring electrification to a whole new segment of the market, a market that has been underserved. And that is why I believe the electrification of vehicles in India has been a bit slower than most people say. Why is it only 5% right now? Well, it might get bigger. But other manufacturers also need to step up to the plate over here. Mahindra's just come up with the electrified 3XO. And I hope Maruti and Hyundai also come up with more affordable electric vehicles, because that is what we need to drive electrification in India. So that's it. We're done with driving the Tata Punch EV out here in Wellington Island. We parked lots of boats and me Indian Coast Guard ships as well. And this car looks beautiful in the morning light. It's a fantastic vehicle. Will it answer the question that EVs have been suffering from? That is, does it solve for range anxiety? I think it does. But we'll find out in the real world when this car goes on sale next week. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to subscribe to The Print for more awesome automotive content.